Good morning, everyone. My name is Tammy White from stampwithtami.com, and welcome to my online class. Today we are going to be making this adorable and super cool snow globe shaker card. It's a gift card holder and a card all in one, and it is also my Stamp It Demonstrator Group's blog hop, which means that you have more than just one project today. You get to take advantage of the entire tour of my Stamp It Demonstrator Group bloggers who are participating in this month's New Year's Eve theme. So after this video, you're going to want to pop on over to stampwithtami.com simply by clicking on the link in this video's description and take that tour and get inspired, because we want to have some fun in 2021, right? I don't know about you, but I am ready for this year to be over with. Normally I am very optimistic and I try to stay positive, but this year can just go. And 2021, there's a lot of hope and it looks like it's going to be awesome and we're going to have a lot of fun. So we're going to be making this gift card holder today, and be sure to pop on over to my blog, not just to take that blog hub tour, but you're going to want to be inspired, because my group has been working on some amazing projects, and I know if you have participated before, you know how talented they are and how many awesome ideas you'll get. And if you haven't, be prepared. It is awesome. And we always have a nice giveaway for you guys. And this is the Simply Citrus card kit, which is an all-inclusive card kit. And it is a great way to begin crafting, to give as a gift. We will be giving this away to one lucky winner. We also have last month's winner listed on that blog hub. So it could be you. Go check it out. And all you need to do to enter is hop on over to the blog hop on my blog page for this, the resource page here, linked in this video's description. Type in the words with the hashtag Stamp It Contest in the comments. You can put something nice if you have something nice to say down there, and you can enter once for every blog in the hop. So every project in the hop, you can enter one time in each one. So you can enter multiple times to win this. Okay, so here's what we're making, right? Oh my gosh, we're upside down. Oh, good grief. Let's see if I can figure out how to fix that. Oh, it's one of those days already. It's okay, so that's fixed. There we go. Okay. And boom. No. And I don't know. You know what? Let's just go with this. You don't need to see me, right? I know sometimes that's not in there. People are like, oh, I miss seeing you, but you don't really need to see me. So here is, it's a shaker card. So fun. I'm using the Snow Globe Scenes dies from Stampin' Up! And we'll also be using the Playful Alphabet for those numbers. But this is super easy to make. And then you can slide a little gift card in here, in and out, and you have a little gift for somebody, especially if you didn't get to see them on Christmas, or if you're late like me getting Christmas cards and gifts. This is, you know, a little, it's a fun little thing to get after. You could actually make this for other things. It doesn't actually have to be New Year's, but we've got a surprise background there that is, you're going to look at it and go, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that that's what you did. All right, so let's get started. I am taking, this is a sheet of 10 inches by 3/8. And I have these measurements on the blog on my free PDF. It's 10 by 3/8 by 4 1/4 is the baseline here for the card base. So here's the free PDF that you can download. Just simply go to the resource page. You're going to want to go there anyways to take the tour and enter the giveaway. So while you're there, download this free PDF, and it's got these measurements there, so you don't need to memorize them. And I'm using the Simply Score tool, but you could also use the paper trimmer to do the scoring on this. So we're going to score at 5.5 and 8 inches. And this is going to fit into a normal medium-sized envelope that any of my cards would fit into. Okay, and then this, it's upside down, but there we go. This will be our card here. All right, so I'm going to fold that the other way. There we go. Okay. So we have our fold. That's it. That's all there is to that. But wait, there's more. It doesn't end. The fun doesn't end there. Like I say, boom, there we go. It's all done. But the fun doesn't end there. So now we are going to make a super fun snow globe. So first, let's go ahead and cut out all of our pieces that we're going to want to decorate our card with. So to do that, I've got some brass foil. So this is brass foil. You can get this in my online store. And if you're on YouTube, the links are actually right in the video I am live on Facebook and YouTube, and if you're new, welcome. Be sure to subscribe. If you're on Facebook, you can click on the link in the video's description, and it's all there. It's all there, including that free PDF, the blog hop tour, the giveaway. So what I'm taking here is an adhesive sheet, and I'm sticking it to the back of this brass foil. So wherever this adhesive sheet is, it's turning this brass foil into a sticker, because some of the pieces that I'm cutting, in fact, all the pieces that I'm cutting out of this brass foil are going to be thin and delicate. And if we use snail on them, it's gonna be a little messy. So, or liquid glue. So this is an easy way to turn all of your die cuts into stickers. So I'm taking the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and we're going to place that brass foil, what is now a brass foil sticker, on there. And I'm going to pretty much, I think I can cut everything all at once. So I'm going to tell you what I'm using here. I've got the Word Wishes dies for this, and this is what the die set looks like. This is an awesome die, right? So instead of stamping the words, I'm actually making dies, cutting them out with the dies. And these are the other words that are in this die set. So it's a great, great set. And in addition to that, we'll also be doing the playful alphabets. And this is for the 2021. So for our numbers, we'll be using this. And so I'm going to tell you one great thing about this playful alphabet die. Check this out. So we're going to take the numbers 20. So the 2, the 0, and the 1. We have to do the 2 twice, right? When you take it out, there's an outline of the, you know what's great about that? I can't tell you how many times I've put a die set away and missed a piece, or not realized that I was missing a piece, and then the next thing you know, the die set's missing a piece forever, right? But now you know exactly where the pieces were and where to put them back to, because that way I can tell you that's another issue that I can find. Okay, so the last die set that I'm using here is called Snow Globe Scenes, and this one we're also going to be using to cut out the snow globe. But for the brass foil, we want this outline for the base of our snow globe. So here's just real quickly what this die set looks like here, and these are the pieces that come in it. So lots of fun things that you can do with this die set. All right, so let's just tighten this up a little bit so we can fit everybody on there. Now the number 2 you'll have to put through twice, because 20, 21. There's 2 2s in that. So we're just going to crank that through. And then when we're done, sorry, the top piece of that adhesive sheet was still sticky, so it was sticking to the top. Okay, so we've got our base, we've got our numbers, and we've got our Happy New Year. So to it, now this came off without the backing, so it's already sticky. So I'm just going to stick that to the silicone mat there so that it stays sticky and it doesn't stick to anything else. Sometimes when they're really delicate, they'll do that. When you're popping them out, this one's going to do the same thing. So I actually might leave the actual years in there until we're ready to stick it on. And the reason why is because there's a tiny little apostrophe there that I don't want to lose. So I'm just going to put that aside. I'm going to take the paper piercer and poke out the numbers if they don't pop right out. And don't forget, we need 2 of these number 2s for 2021. And through the magic of video, I have the second one here all ready for us. And then we'll get 0. And our number 1. Bada bing, bada boom. Good to go. Okay. So I'm gonna want to get these little pieces out of this. So I'm gonna actually use the die brush for that. The die brush is an attachment to your pick tool, and you can either run it on the front or the back. I'm going to go on the back first to loosen everything up because it's foil, and I mean I noticed that it doesn't really scratch it too much. I don't feel like that cut all the way through, did it? Let's see. Yeah, it did. The pieces are okay, good. But if that doesn't do the trick, then you can do it on the front. it's mostly done. I'll use a paper piercer on the rest. I'm just going to put that aside because we have a couple more pieces to cut. And we'll go ahead and do those real quick. First, I'm going to take some black glimmer paper. Ta-da! Super fun, right? I know you thought this was just for Halloween, but oh, so much more. Definitely New Year's. You want sparkly black glimmer paper for New Year's, right? So we are going to cut the base that goes underneath that gold piece out of that. And this also is part of that Snow Globe Scenes dies. And then we're just going to peel the backing off of that. And so we'll go ahead and do that. I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now while we have all the pieces here. And just poke out, boom, boom, boom. Any stubborn pieces that didn't pop off when you peeled the backing off. And then stick that right over. So now we've got a sparkly base under our brass foil. I mean, does it get any better than that? Really? All right, so now one more piece that I'm going to cut before we cut the hole. I'll show you how to cut the hole out of the designer series paper. And that is from white. And this is also part of the Snow Globe Scenes. So the dies in here, this one, we're actually going to use this one to cut the hole out. I cut this one from the white out to use as a guide. And I'll show you as we work on this what I mean by that. So in the meantime, you know what, we can go ahead and stick 2021 on here. This is the guide that I used for this. And one thing I found very helpful if you want your numbers to line up is to take a sticky note. Just kind of put it aside over the bottom here. And I like to start in the middle. And that way I found that, you know, you didn't kind of run out of space. I actually did run out of space there, so make sure that you have enough room. And the one's really small, so you can go a little bit to the right. I might need to go down a little bit lower. I'm not sure it's all going to fit. I went up a little high this time. There we go. Do we have it? No, I feel like I want to. Okay, so here's one more beautiful thing about these adhesive sheets is if you're gentle, can reposition just a little bit to make them fit perfectly. So don't press down on them too hard until they're lined up exactly like you want them. Okay, so now we have our 2021. We can take our guide off. We might actually use that in just a second for this. Okay, so we're just going to put this stuff to the side while I cut out the designer paper. So designer paper, you're going to laugh when you see this. You're like, what the heck? Where did you get the black stripes for that? Okay, so you ready for this? So this is going to go, that's going to fold in like that. That's going to go here. And then this is going to go here. Again, the measurements are on the free PDF. Okay, so this paper, check this out. It's from the Magic in the Night Suite. This is actually Halloween paper. I don't know if you remember when I shared this Halloween paper. It's black and white on one side, and then it's got colored designs on the other side. I'm using this pattern too. When I shared this, I said this paper is good for so much more than Halloween. And, oops, sorry, I'm not happy to stay where it is. And this just shows you some of, I mean, right now we're using it for New Year's. Now, the bats I know might stay with something spooky. But these papers right here, it's good for so much more. So much more. So, we are using the Magic in the Night. And again, this is retiring that Magic in the Night in the new catalog. So, what I did was I'm not attaching this, but I'm holding it into place. And then I'm going to put this where it's, so I don't want it to overlap on that side, but I want it to kind of fit as far to the left as it can. And we'll just go ahead and put a Post-it note on there. So I'm using the same Post-it note I just used for the guide, and that's going to hold that in place. And then we'll bring that die cut machine right back in and cut that out. So it's all lined up, ready to go, roll it through. My apologies if that paper is already sold out. I didn't look before the video. I probably should have. Yeah, I hate to tease you guys like that, but you know, some of that stuff sold out quickly. But it did make such a great piece to this card. The black and the white and the stripes. I loved it together. Okay, so when we take that off, we've got this all ready to go. All right, so we can go ahead and let's see what part should we do next? Next thing I think we're gonna do is take our guide, the guide that I just put the words on, and line that up and stick that in. Don't attach this designer paper just yet. Not quite ready for that. So just take some seal adhesive and attach this guide piece. All right, so line it up, boom, and this way we know it's going to be perfect because this is our guide. Okay, so now we're going to take this off. I'm going to be using, this actually goes, it's part of the set. It used to be part of a suite, but now they're sold separately from the snow globe scene dies. And there's actually a stamp set that goes along with it, the still scenes, and these are snow globe shaker domes. So they're made to be used together. They're the right size. Everything fits together. And it's sticky on both sides. I'm going to go ahead and unstick the back side and get it all ready. So peel that protective backing off and get it all ready to pop down. And then I'm taking, these are sequins. They're also, I believe these are on sale and retiring, part of that clearance sale. Did you guys check out the clearance sale? If not, you got to check out Swimming Santa. You got to check this out in my online store because it is an amazing deal. There's still great stuff in there. I'm pretty sure these are still there. I'm pretty sure that designer paper is there. All retiring stuff from the Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog. And whatever doesn't sell out will be gone forever on January 4th. January 4th is the final day. So these sequins, and I did use these last week on my Shake It Up class with the photo cards. You get so many in this package. Like it's just a huge package of, you know, you can make so many cards, so many shaker cards out of it. So I'm piling these guys right in the middle on top of the guide. So the guide that we pre-cut there, I'm putting colors in this time. You could go all gold if you wanted to stick with all gold, but this time I'm going to make it different colors. I'm going to put different, have some fun with that. So just put as many or as little as you want. Make sure that they're all to the center and not along the edges, because if they're along the edges, then they'll get stuck underneath this and not stay. Okay, now here's the trick to lining this up, was having that guide already on there. So line this up with the guide. Try not to get my head in the way there. There. And then we got our shaker card ready to rock and roll. Hopefully I did that right. If I did that right, we should not, oh darn, I think I was off just by a hair. But that's okay. It still works. My recipient won't know unless they're watching the video, right? Okay, so now there is also protected, there's a sticky part on the top of this shaker dome. So I'm just going to peel that off real quick. And we'll put some adhesive on the back of this. Sorry, I was using my silicone mat for something else, but I kind of need it when I was doing that little edge right there. Okay, so get that in there. Wasn't my most awesome lining up job, but it still looks good, and you guys get the idea, right? Okay, so that's how you line it up. That's it. And then we'll go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of our base, our pedestal. If you wanted to pop up with dimensionals, that would look cool. Black dimensionals would look cool under it, but I'm just going to take steel and put it down flat. So there is our shaker dome. There it is. And then we can go ahead and put the coordinating paper on the front. Right there. So these do fit, and I'm going to line that up. Even though my original was down a hair, I'm going to line this up exactly the same as I put the paper down there. There we go. And let's just go ahead and complete that front while we're here, and then we'll do the last part all at once. So you may need this paper piercer if you've got a couple little stickies in there. All right, so now we're going to take the brass foil Happy New Year that we cut out of the Word Wishes dies. And they're already sticky because we adhered an adhesive sheet. And if you're popping in late, welcome. And be sure to, you can check out the beginning, the beginning of the video after we're done, and you can see how I stuck the adhesive sheet on there. Okay, now I'm peeling off the years. The apostrophe is still in there. That's a tiny little piece. I also found on when I was making one of mine, I lost the apostrophe, which is why I know to save that spot. And I could use the inner piece of this letter A or letter E as the apostrophe. So if that happens to you, that's a good backup if you want your apostrophe and accidentally throw it out or it gets lost on the table. I'm just thinking if it happened to me, maybe it happens to one of you guys. So there's a backup. Okay, so line that up. There we go. And then now this trick to getting that apostrophe out, right? It's tiny. It's a tiny little guy in there. So let's go ahead and take that paper piercer or take your pick tool and place that. So there we go. We got our Happy New Year's. Adorable, right? Okay, so for the final piece of this card is making our gift card part, the actual gift card holder. And for that, I'm using a 1-inch circle punch. If you don't have this, the 1 and I believe it was the 1 3/8, I think is our smallest one now, and it'll work. It'll work. I mean, you can make do with whatever you have on hand. So I'm going to go ahead and punch a slot in there. And you can get creative if you don't have either one of those. And then I did a different pattern, right, of the designer series paper on this side right here because I thought it was cute. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love you. Thanks so much for the heart stream. Those of you on Facebook, the ones on Facebook get, you can tap on your emojis and heart streams and the heart fountains going. Oh, I love you guys so much. You make my day. Make my Saturday already. So I just kind of punched that to go right in there. And then I'm going to take some adhesive. Those of you who are watching on YouTube probably like, what is she talking about? Heart fountain. It's all fun. It's all good. All right. So I'm just going to place that in there. So now we've got our little notch. Now we're going to take some, I'm taking tear tape. And I can put it along the bottom edge here. Just something sticky. I want it to be more sticky than the seal, so you could probably use Seal Plus. Now, there is a trick here because this space just barely fits the gift card, the standard size gift card, so you want to go as close to the edge, maybe even a little bit over if you're using tear tape, maybe even a hair over. Okay, beautiful thing about tear tape, you don't even need scissors, right? So I went a little bit over the edge there with that adhesive, so when I peel off the backing, here's how I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to fold that over so it makes a really thin, tiny piece of adhesive there. It's half the width of what it normally would be. And peel off the protective backing on that. And then when we place it down, we've got our gift card holder. And then if you are if you are lucky, you might be the recipient from somebody in your family of a $50 gift card to Amazon, because who can't use that right now, right? And that just slides right in the slot. So we have our super fun way to ring in the new year. Absolutely loving this. I was just, we can shake it up. You have a little fun there, right? And your recipient's gonna have so much fun playing with that they're probably gonna miss even that you have a little gift in here, that you have a little, little something extra in there, right? Super fun. All right, so that is the shaker card, and that is my blog up project for today for my Stampin' Demonstrator Groups blog hop, which we do once a month, and we have a different theme every month, which means it is a bonus for you because this isn't the end of the inspiration. You can actually pop on over to my blog, stampwithtami.com, click on the resource page. The link is up there whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, and you can pop right on over to it. And all the instructions are super easy. They're just links, and you are going to love all these projects, and you can enter to win our contest, and you can download the free PDF there. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you all for joining for our online class, and I will be back on Tuesday.